Okay, hi fourth graders. Today I'm talking about two different lessons combined into one video. So I'm going to do lesson 85 and then following with lesson 86. So lesson 85 is multiplying by 10, 100, and 1000. If you open your math books up, we are on page 544, so you can follow along. Pause the video, go get your math book if you need to. Page 544. Okay, when we multiply a whole number by 10, we simply attach a 0 to the end of the number. So I'm taking 123 times 10. So I'm just adding 1 0 on. I'm just bringing that 1 0 straight down. So 123 with a 0 at the end, 1,230. When we multiply a whole number by 100, we add 2 zeros to the end of the number. So 123 times 100, 2 zeros go straight down. So instead of 123, I now have 12,300. When we multiply a whole number by 1,000, we add 3 zeros to the end of the number. So here I have my 3 zeros hanging out. I just bring them straight down. So 123 times 1,000 is 123,000. When we multiply dollars and cents by a whole number, we remember to insert the decimal point 2 places from the right side of the product. So I have $1.23 times 100. My zeros come straight down, multiply. So I have 123, and then 2 decimal places over, 1, 2, 1, 2. So $1.23 times 100 is $123. Okay, let's try some. Example, multiply mentally. 37 times 10. So I'm thinking, okay, I have my 37, just going to write that number. Okay, I'm multiplying times 10, so that has 1 0. I'm just adding 1 more 0 on to the end. So 37 times 10 is 370. B, $6.12 times 100. So I'm going to start by just writing my digits down. 612. Okay, and I'm multiplying by 100, which has 2 zeros, so I'm going to add 2 zeros on to my number. I'm working with money, so I need my dollar sign. And then I need to remember my decimal point. So I have 2 decimal points, so I need to have 2 decimal points here as well. So $6.12 times 100 is $612. C, 45 cents times 1,000. Well, I'm going to start by writing my 45. And since I'm multiplying by 1,000, I have 1, 2, 3 zeros. Again, I am working with money, so I'm going to add my dollar sign and my decimal point in. So 1, 2 spots. So 45 cents times 1,000 is $450. Okay, lesson practice. Go to page 545 in your math books. We'll do these together. You pause the video and figure it out and then check the answer. So A, 365 times 10, go ahead and try it. All right, 365 times 10, so I start by writing my number, 365. I'm multiplying by 10, which has 1 0, so I'm just adding 1 0 to the end. So 365 times 10 is 3,650. B, 52 times 100, go ahead and try it. Okay, go ahead and write 52, and then I'm multiplying times 100, which has 2 zeros, so I'm adding 2 zeros to the end. So 52 times 100 is 5,200, or 5,200. Go ahead and try C, 7 times 1,000. Okay, again, I start by writing the number 7. And then I'm multiplying by 1,000, so that is 1, 2, 3, 0. So I am writing 3 more zeros behind my 7. So 7 times 1,000 is 7,000. Go ahead and try D, $3.60 times 10. Okay, I'm going to start by writing the digits of my first number. So 3, 6, 0. I'm multiplying by 10, which has 1 0 in it, so I'm adding another 0 to the end. I am working with money, so I need my dollar sign and decimal point. So there's my dollar sign and decimal points, 1, 2. So 1, 2. $3.60 times 10 would be $36. Try E. 420 times 100. So I'm going to start by writing my 420. I'm multiplying it by 100, which has 2 zeros, so I'm going to add 2 more zeros to this number. Okay, and I have a lot of digits here, more than 4, so I'm going to count from the right side and count over 3 and put a comma. So 1, 2, 3, put my comma. And that comma is 1,000, so 42,000. F, $2.50 times 1,000, give it a try. Okay, I'm going to start by writing my number, 2, 5, and 0. I'm multiplying by 1,000, which has 3 zeros, so 1, 2, 3. And again, I'm working with money, so I need my dollar sign and decimal point. So come from the right, 1, 2, and my decimal point. So $2.50 times 1,000 is $2,500. Okay, lesson practice G says the table below shows the relationship between dimes and dollars. Write a formula to represent the relationship. So I can see here I have my dollars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the number of dimes, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Well, think about what is happening between my 1 and my 10, my 2 and my 20, my 3 and my 30, my 4 and my 40, my 5 and my 50. So think to yourself, what's the pattern that you notice between dollars to dimes? And write it down. Okay, hopefully you notice that the number of dollars is really multiplied by 10 to get the number of dimes. So number of dollars times 10 is equaling the number of dimes. Okay, now we're going to switch gears a little bit and go into lesson 86, which is very similar. If you go to page 549 in your math books, we're multiplying by multiples of 10 and 100. So we were just doing 10, 100, and 1,000 in the last lesson, and now we're going to do numbers like 20, 30, 400, 500, and multiply by those. It's very, very similar. So page 549, example 1. In the weightlifting room, a group of football players lifted 80 pounds of weight 60 different times. How many pounds of weight did the players lift altogether? So I'm taking 80 pounds 60 times. So 80 times 60. Think to yourself, what is 8 times 6? Well, 8 times 6 is 48. I'm imagining you all screaming that out. 48. And then think to yourself, how many zeros are in the problem? Well, I have 1 0 here, 1 0 here. So I'm going to write those behind the number. So instead, now I have altogether 4,800 pounds. Okay, let's try another one. Example 2. A store has 30 ping pong paddles for sale at $7 each. How much money will the store receive if all the paddles are sold? So I have 30 paddles, $7 each. So 30 times $7 equals what? Well, start by thinking simple. 3 times 7 is what? Everyone together saying 21. Very good. Okay, how many zeros do I have in the problem? Well, here's 1 and 2, 3. So I'm going to write down 3 more zeros. Okay, and then I know I have money that I am dealing with, so I'm going to add my dollar sign in. And don't forget your decimal place. So 1, 2 from the right, 1, 2 from the right. So 30 paddles at $7 each would be $210. Example 3, multiply mentally. 400 times 700. Okay, so think to yourself, what is 4 times 7? 4 times 7 is 28. Very good. And how many zeros do you have in the problem? So here's 1, 2, and another 2 over here, 3, 4. So write down 4 more zeros. Okay, now I have a lot of digits. Start from the right and count over 3 and put a comma. So 1, 2, 3, put your comma. So this would read as 280,000. Okay, let's try lesson practice on page 549. Again, you try it as I go. You pause your video and give it a try. So A, 70 times 80. Go ahead and try it. Okay, first start off with 7 times 8. What is 7 times 8? Okay, 56. How many zeros are in the problem? 1, 2. So 70 times 80 is 5,600. B, 40 times 50. What is, give it a try first, I guess. Okay, think to yourself, what is 4 times 5? 4 times 5 is 20. How many zeros are in the problem? 1, 2. So 40 times 50 is 2,000. C, 40 times $6. Okay, give it a try. Okay, now think to yourself, what's 4 times 6? 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, how many zeros are in the problem? 1, 2, 3. Okay, remember we're working with money, so we need our dollar sign and a decimal point. So 1, 2 from the right, 1, 2 from the right. So 40 times $6 is $240. D, 30 times 800. Go ahead and give it a try. Okay, think to yourself, what is 3 times 8? 3 times 8 is 24. How many zeros are in the problem? 1, 2, 3. So write 3 zeros. Again, I have quite a few digits here, so counting from the right side, 3, 1, 2, 3. Add your comma in, 24,000. Okay, so that's all the lesson practice for that lesson. Go ahead and complete the reteaching 85 and 86 on your own and check your answers when you're finished. There's not a lesson from, or a written practice lesson from this. So, good job, and we're done.